What's up, my friends? Here in Oakland, California. Beautiful Oakland CACAlifornia, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this Rhus lancea. I just looked it up, and there's a new classification, Circia lancea, and these trees, I've been meaning to do this a video, not about the trees themselves, but about the new complex that is being that got built here. And what a shitty landscape, man. I'm so sorry. Somebody's gonna come and pay $500,000 for stupid little what do you even call these, apartments? And whew, I'm sorry for them. Anyway, they planted a bunch of Rhus lancea here. That's how I learned it. Trifoliate leaves. I like the tree itself. But anyway, talking about urban arboriculture a little bit and the urban forest, and just want to give you a few tips when you plant a tree. And look at this. Look at this. That's my foot, an adult foot. So it's 3 by 2 sidewalk cutting, and it's pretty small for a tree, you know. I was looking at the holes before they plant these. This is right by the liquor store I buy my beer at, and I was thinking that to call these holes, the planting holes, the no thank you planting holes. And a little tip about urban arboriculture is, first of all, look at all this sidewalk, right? Massive amounts of sidewalk, new cement. I'm wondering, why couldn't they cut some holes that were bigger, right? Doesn't seem like there's a lot of utilities underground. There probably are some, and there used to be an abandoned gas station here, but anyway, first of all, pretty poor specimens they chose. Not the species, but the specimen. The specimen is the individual tree. The species is the actual species of tree. Anyway, first of all, no branches up until about 5 feet, yeah, maybe a little 5 feet 2-3 inches. And then, you know, a lot of people they just don't understand what trees need, and they go ahead and you know, they have a contractor's license, landscaping contractor license, and they plant, and they just miss a lot of things, such as removing the nursery stake. You see right there, boom, the sharp edge of this nursery stake is already digging into the bark, and this will become a problem if they don't fix them. There's a 14. Hey, serious injuries, call that guy. Anyway, so let's talk about it. When you plant a tree, you want to remove the nursery stake right away. Before you plant the tree, you remove the nursery stake, and then see how the tree stands. Is the tree standing by itself? Let's remove this one just to be nice to this tree. This no thank you tree. Anyway, they stake them, and you know, they just use some bungee cords. They're okay, but you want to go ahead and invest a little more, right? And just go ahead and do a little better here. They screwed it in, which is good because that'll keep people like me from stealing the bungee cord. But anyway, you can go ahead and just you know, invest a little more. Look, these stakes are almost okay. Anyway, so again, go ahead and if you're building a building complex, just give your trees a little more space. That's so small. Again, I'll call it the no thank you tree hole, the no thank you hole. But anyway, give them a little more space. Remove the nursery stake right away. You know, right away. I'm not gonna invest time cutting those out. I'm not very invested in this complex here. Pretty ugly. It's an eyesore, you know. And you know, you want trees that have low branches. These are all suckers. You want trees with low lateral branches. Here, they've been all removed up to about almost 5.5, 6 feet. All the lower branches have been removed. Not ideal. You want that tree to have low branches, you know, coming out. Those low branches will feed the trunk, and those are temporary branches. Eventually, as the tree matures, you go subordinating those lower branches, cutting them back, reducing them, and then once you get to your permanent branches, then there you go. You leave your permanent branches, and those are the ones you want to keep once the tree is more mature. Anyway, look at this specimen. I don't know if you can see that. It's a branch right there that grew against the stake, and because the stake was not removed, that branch is already a problem. And I don't know what the follow-up maintenance will be on these poor tree plantings, but it's already compromised. Again, after you install the supportive stakes, you want one tie, only one. You can have two ties like this, right? But you want them at one height only, and you want it as low as possible so the tree can sway and get some movement and produce the, I believe it's ethylene that it produces when it moves. And then those the ethylene will help the tree become stronger, right? The lower branches that are non-existent here, they will feed that trunk and help it grow in girth, right? Again, after you stake it, you want the stake to be cut off about 6 to 8 inches above the tying point to avoid this, right? The tree will sway and bang into this and scrape and create wounds that will allow infections to grow. So, hello, how are you? Wow, that's a nice bike. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, nice. I'm doing a little video about the trees. Have a great day. Whoa, whoa, where are you going? Where are you going? You're running from your mom? Stay with your mom. What's your helmet for? Oh my God, what a nice neighborhood. Love it. Anyway, these trees are in the Anacardiaceae family. The mango, cashew, the peppercorn trees. And you can see here there's some fruit. Okay, this is a young tree and it's already fruiting, which tells you that, you know, you want your young trees to not exhibit adult features such as fruit. When you plant, go ahead, remove the suckers. At least they put some mulch here, that's nice. But anyway, they didn't take much care to uncover the root crown. I did a little video. There you go. There you go. I did a little video earlier about how I killed my yerba mate plant, my yerba mate tree, by planting it too deep and not digging out the root crown. But you don't want the mulch covering the trunk, because it'll keep moisture right on the trunk, and then it will make it more likely to rot and get decay in there. Anyway, Rhus lancea, anacardiaceae in the no thank you planting holes, and it's a little bit of a monoculture. There's 4 trees on this side. There's another 3 on this other side, and yeah, they could have gone ahead and done a little more, a little better planting, but I understand. I've worked in the landscape industry, and sometimes the money is more important, and you can't spend, 10 hours to dig a really nice hole and do really good planting. I get that, but if you're spending so much money on a building like this with permits and all, construction costs and everything, people probably spent a lot of money. One last thing about this landscaping that I don't like, so there's not one native plant, man. What's going on with Oakland, man? Oakland CACAlifornia, get some regulations about your new constructions. At least these are drought tolerant plants. Some dieties, some senecio, some equisitums, that's what they're called. Horsetails. They'll do okay with little water. But again, man, not one native plant. It's kind of embarrassing. And then yeah, just yucky, ugly plants, man. I love this senecio, but why you plant the senecio, man? You have so many other things you could be planting that would do just as good, and could potentially increase the habitat for these trees, for this ecosystem. Look at that, nice ecosystem, huh? Fences, graffiti, garbage, trees that are poorly planted. Anyway, let's check back in a year, or maybe a little less, 6 months, and see how these trees are doing. See if they came and did some follow-up maintenance, maybe remove the nursery stakes. Anyway, thanks for watching. And one more thing I wanted to say, that when you're planting a tree, it's better to plant 1 or 2 trees and do it right. Buy the right specimen, buy the right species of trees, give them enough space for their planting holes so the roots can develop and be good trees in the future. I'm not sure what's the expected longevity of these trees. Maybe 20 years, maybe less, because they're covered by pavement. Look, all their surroundings are covered by pavement. They have very little rooting space, and it's hard to expect them to do much. So anyway, invest your money wisely. It's better investment to plant 2 good trees in this whole complex and do it right than 7 poorly planted trees. So anyway, no fault of the landscaper, more of the fault of society and what is expected and what they want and the bang for the buck. And anyway, just go ahead and invest in your trees. Do it right. Get an arborist out here, you know, give you some advice. If by law maybe you can only have planting holes this big, then just stick a shrub there, something that won't need as much space. But anyway, thanks for watching, and plant more trees. See you.